Hello, strong people. Week 8, day 3 of off-season work. It's deadlift day. I'm actually going to try to do some deadlifts today, I think. Nothing heavy. I'm thinking 4 plates for just like 3s or 5s or something. Just to feel it. Heavy enough that I can tell if something's going to go wrong. Light enough that it's not going to be strenuous on me. At least not too much. So I don't really know. Yeah. My coach was talking to me earlier, and he's like, well, what hurts the worst regarding the injury? And it's, excuse me, it's like tough to say because it either hurts or it doesn't. It's not like going a certain range of motion bothers it. It did. Leaning back used to bother it. But now it's more so if I use the low back, that's when it hurts. So, like, you're going to use your low back on deadlifts. It's just inevitable. You're going to use it a little bit. It's a full body thing. So, he's trying to avoid things that make it hurt. But I don't really know what makes it hurt because it's like all of a sudden it hurts. There's no like, it's not like if I go this deep on squat, it hurts. It's not like that. Or it's not like if I press this way, it hurts. It's just like, it just hurts when it hurts. So it's like, it's tough to avoid something when you don't know exactly what's causing it. I don't know if I've worded any of that right, but it made sense in my head. Like, I don't know what I can and can't get away with because when the pain does happen, it's going to be immediate. There's no build up to it. It's going to be like, oh God, just like it was when I did hurt it. So, but I'm going to see. I don't know, what I'll work up to. Well, I mean, I'm 405 or so, but I want to prioritize. I want to get my big 3, the core exercises in first before I do anything. And then do my usual warm-ups before I hop into some deadlifts. So I don't really know. I want to get just a crazy back pump today after deadlifts. That's kind of my big thing. And then I'm going to end the day. I'm going to give reverse hypers a go. I haven't done those since the day I injured it. And then I also I haven't done them since then because I don't know if it was a good idea to do them the day of. But then whenever I went to the chiropractor and he did sort of the decompression, similar to like a reverse hyper, but with me out with, just moving the bottom of the bench up and down. That flared it up a lot. That bothered it. So I have been avoiding that movement because I figured it would cause some discomfort. But if it's okay today, just like 2 sets of 10. I'm gonna if it's okay and I feel good tomorrow after this, I'm gonna hammer the reverse hypers. So I made an appointment for my doctor like next Friday. So I don't know if she'll do anything for me, but might as well at least go see. But it'd be nice to get a referral like a specialist and see what's going on, if there's damages down there that I don't know about or whatever it might be. So I'm exhausted. Update on that pre-workout from last night. Yeah, I never crashed. I never came down from it until like 2 a.m. 2 a.m. I finally fell asleep. It's been an unusual day. I had to get sent home from work, the whole office, because there was a hot water issue where we had to turn off all the water to the building. So nobody, you couldn't use the bathroom. There's no running water. So for the public or us staff. So we couldn't stay open. So I had to come home and work. It's been a weird day, but let's try to make this a fairly normal workout. So let's see what happens. All right. So, obviously, I went heavier than I said I was going to. And I mentioned this before, like I don't want to say golden rule, but it's a rule I've heard a lot. If it doesn't hurt or hurts very little, you're probably okay to do it. So, I on deadlifts, I don't know if that's the best thing to do. But I did, I worked up plate by plate, 135, 225, 315, 405, and I was like, oh, that felt really good. And it didn't feel like it was gonna hurt me. So threw on 455, that felt fine. I was like, all right, calling it here at 5 plates, no matter what, we're not going up. And then I had the idea of throwing on the 2.5 pound plates to make it an even 500. And that's just a mental win there. Because when I hurt myself over here squatting, I had just done 315 before. And I was like, that's challenging. Let's go up a little bit. Because I think it was each set go heavier ascending. And I put on 2.5s. So I put on the 2.5s and I hurt myself that set. So it's like a little mental thing that those are the same 2.5s that hurt me. I know it's not really that way, but it's the gym is a big mental game. So if you've been training for a while and you take it kind of serious, you'll understand what I mean when I say that. Also, there's like that running joke in the fitness community where like 2.5 pound weights are like actually 3,000 pounds. Like you smoke something, like you smoke 315, no problem. You throw those on, and then all of a sudden it weighs like the equivalent of the sun. It's obviously not true. 2.5 pounds is 2.5 pounds, but it's just I don't know. The gym is weird, but I am ecstatic about that. It felt good too. Like it felt like I could have pulled a ton of weight today. Obviously not going to do that. Definitely not going to do that. But I felt like I could have if I wanted to. It's amazing what like a couple weeks off of actual lifting heavy will do for you. So, like I've been lifting, of course, but it's not been, no lower body or anything. Well, lower body heavy, no squats, deadlifts, but that is amazing. And I'm trying to like flex my low back. And like it feels uncomfortable, but it's not debilitating like it was. And it doesn't feel any different before those pulls versus after. So that's also a good sign. I didn't make anything worse, at least as of yet. I mean, tomorrow could be a different thing. So I'm not doing any more deadlifts. I'm happy with that. What I am going to do is just do a bunch of pull downs. I'm going to throw on the straps for this because I want, as much as I want to train my grip, I just want to light up my back. I just want a stupid back pump because after using those machines down at 580 on Saturday, I'm like, that was amazing. I've never trained to the point where I've had like tricep or chest cramps after. Now, granted, it's because, I wasn't hydrated well enough, most likely, but that and then a combination of them being worked extremely hard. So that was amazing. Like I keep looking on Facebook for like machines now because I would love to have some machines. I've always talked about free weight being like all you need, and that is true. I've made it this far on just free weights, and I know plenty of guys that use mainly free weights. But being able to get a good pump like that, work the muscle to its fullest extent, without having to stabilize, it helps. I mean, that's why bodybuilders use it. That's why their muscles are so big, because it allows them to grow bigger. So, generally speaking, adding muscle is going to make you stronger. It's not a direct one-to-one thing, but you don't see a huge bodybuilder and think they're weak. They're not weak at all. Those huge dudes, they're not weak by any stretch of the imagination. So, obviously, they're not like strongman strong, but muscle helps. Muscle, you're going to get strong. So, I'd love to have some other machines in here. I don't really know where I'd put them. Probably over there, where that big pile of junk is. I need a shelf. I'm going to put a shelf. I don't know how to, right there somewhere. Put a shelf, get all my junk off the floor over there so I can have some extra space. But that's not relevant to what we're talking about at all right now. So I am going to move on to some lat pull downs. Do I want to use, what bar do I think I'm going to use the, I don't know what it's called. Like the wide grip, neutral grip thingy. I don't remember what it's called, but you'll probably see it, so. Come on. Come on. All right, so I wanted to record this because I'm about to do my reverse hypers, and if you don't have a reverse hyper at home, which most people probably don't, it's one of those pretty specific pieces of equipment that doesn't have that many uses, which there's uses for it, but I'm not going to go into that. It's not really the important thing. Chances are you don't have one at home. Your gym might not even have one. And if they do, it's probably the stuff everybody sits their drinks on. But to me, it's one of the best exercises you can do in the gym for back health. And anyway, if you don't have one, you can make one, essentially. It's literally, now, if you need more clearance, if you're taller or whatever, set your bench up on some plates to get some more clearance off the floor. I used to set them on these blocks over here, but I realized that I'm not that tall and I don't need that much clearance, so all you gotta do, and these are gonna look stupid, I promise you. They are gonna look very dumb. And I'm gonna talk about them before because I don't wanna talk during, because I wanna focus on the movement, because I'm rehabbing my back doing this, so if there's any pain, if it's too bad, I'm calling it, so. But you pretty much lay your gut right here, right in the corner. So your knees are hanging down. You're laying flat this way. You're gonna brace against the bench just to kind of support, and I need to lean up a little bit more. There we go. So you're gonna wanna grab the bench for something to hold you in place. And you're pretty much just gonna let your lower half dangle and pull yourself up with your low back. That didn't hurt at all. This is going, I didn't anticipate having a good session tonight at all. I thought it was going to be bad. Like, I almost didn't even do it tonight because I was just dead tired, but I don't want to jinx it, so we'll just worry about it after. So my coach said like 2 sets of 10. I obviously can't count to 10, so I just kind of go until I feel. Whenever I'm healthy and doing these as prehab work, sets of 12 to 15, it's kind of my go-to. And you can add bands to this. It's kind of a pain to do, but you can wrap a band around the front of the bench and then wrap it around you. So whenever you go out, it adds some band tension. I get that programmed every now and then, but I don't feel much of a need to go past body weight. I'm heavy enough, so I don't know. But I'm going to do my next set, and I'll call it after this. I don't want to do too much tonight for it. I think that was 12. I think I actually counted right that time. So, hope you can see me still. That's pretty much the whole workout tonight. So, all in all, that was a good workout. My low back actually feels good after doing that. Huh. That's weird. It almost feels like, you know that feeling whenever your arm's asleep and then it's not asleep anymore? Like you can feel kind of like when your arm's asleep or whatever, it feels like static electricity almost. And then whenever it's, your arm wakes up, you can feel that static electricity kind of going away. That's what my low back feels like right now. It's usually a very good feeling. Because sometimes when I crack my low back, like in a good way, like adjust, or even get the massage gun, you can kind of feel things releasing like that. So I may have released some tension doing that. I didn't anticipate feeling that way, but Now what I can't do is get ahead of myself. I gotta be smart. Even though I feel good, there was no pain tonight. It's, you still got to be smart about it. I'm not like telling you to do this. I'm not some fitness guru, but I'm more so speaking to myself out loud whenever I tell myself this. So as someone who loves to lift heavy and compete, I love competing. I love the thought of competition. I want to do that all the time. But right now it's be healthy and not lift super heavy just yet. At least in terms of things that could interrupt the rehabilitation process for my low back. Just kind of talking out loud when it comes to that. So I'm happy and hungry. Usually, hungry's usually in there. So, all right, calling it there. I'm really excited about that workout. I don't know what I have Saturday. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, though. So, don't forget that. And Saturday, we're going out to dinner at some Italian place, so I'm excited for that. But going to get a gym session in Saturday morning, build up that appetite, and then go gorge on some Italian food. So, until then, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.